Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Krashy, and today Elchicoeevee is gracing us with some Ceruledge. I don't know how to say this Pokemon. I'm not familiar with the newer Pokemon names. Gameplay. So, leaked gameplay for Ceruledge. You get the point. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what this Pokemon is all about. And of course, obviously, check out the link in the description. Give Elchicoeevee some love, and let's see what this is all about. Some of the information was interpreted by the look of the gameplay, so they don't actually have information, so it could be placeholder. Obviously, this is leaks anyways. I'm not going to break down the stats and stuff. I don't really care. But we will look at this. So, weak armor, Ceruledge only. Increases movement speed by 10% for 3 seconds with a maximum of 2 stacks, 20%. When damaging an enemy Pokemon, you will inflict a burnt effect that drains 15% of its life. Nice dot damage. I like that. Basic attack has a 15% bonus lifesteal for basic and boosted attack decreases cooldowns of skill 1 move for 1 second. Then we have like normal is 100%, boosted is 130. Let me see if I can move my webcam. I'll just drop it for the time being. Ceruledge 100% attack, and the boosted auto attack seems to add a bonus to the attack. Basic attack, not sure about the conditions, but might be related to the passive. So we'll have to see what this all feels like once we actually get into it. I'm just keep my camera off for a second, and we can come back now. Wrong one. We'll come back now. Tackle placeholder, takedown, 5 seconds. Deals damage and increases attack speed for 30% for 3 seconds. 100%, 150% attack. So a nice little self steroid, and then bubble placeholder, lava plume ? 6 seconds. Deals damage around him and increases the damage by 20% to enemies that were hit for 3 seconds. So looks like a kind of, I'm assuming this is all rounder. Oh yeah, I see it's in the title, all rounder. Seems like a self steroid and like an AoE, so you kind of like jump in AoE, self steroid, and then get to work. So let's see what the next potential moveset is. Flame charge, 1 second cooldown, 5 second ammo cooldown. So it's like you got some charges in there somehow. It says 2 max. Deal damage in the specified direction and increase attack speed by 20% for 3 seconds. 120% attack plus 5 times for level -1 plus 150. Level 13 attack speed duration, buff duration is increased by 2 seconds. So definitely an auto attacking kind of all-rounder here. You're going to be diving in and like I said, steroiding yourself. So this deals Phantom Force, 6 seconds, says deals true damage and decreases move speed by 90% for 1 second, decreasing the debuff effect by 10% every 0.1 second. So deals true damage and decreases move speed for 90% for 1 second. So you're basically stunning someone. So you're going to hit them. You're going to hit them really, really hard with true damage, and then you are going to basically like stun them. So that's cool. We'll have to see how a lot of this looks. It's all just text to me right now. Stomp, Bitter Blade, 4 seconds. It makes a semicircle slash in the specified direction. Yeah, I forgot we had to read the basic moves too. Circle slash in the specified direction. At the same time, dealing damage has 25% of lifesteal added. If your HP is a maximum, you will be granted a small shield, 200% attack. Nice, it's a nice shield. And then increase lifesteal by 40% at level 11. So very self-sustaining built into the kit, it seems like as well. Psycho Cut, send a slash in the specified direction. When dealing damage, will slow by 30% the enemy for 2 seconds, lower the defense by 20% for 3 seconds. If you hit someone with normal attack, the cooldown will be shortened by 0.5 seconds. So cool. It decreases the defense of enemies by 30% for 3 seconds for level 11. All right, I mostly just want to check out the gameplay. Let's see what this looks like. But the Unite move, of course, really quickly. Unite move, of course, is 112 seconds, will dash to the specified direction, hitting any Pokemon in the path, leaving them stunned, and hitting them with 3 slashes. The damage received will be reduced by 30%, 120% attack, plus 12 on them times level, plus 100 default Unite move buffs, shield of 20% max HP, move speed increased by 30% for 6 seconds, 30% of cooldown reduction by 6 seconds. So nice. There's a lot of like self-buffing, self-steroid going on in this kit a little bit. And let's take a look at what this looks like. We got a placeholder, and I don't know the Pokemon evolutions. You're gonna have to forgive me on that one. I don't know the evolutions, and we don't have the names of the moves, but we'll take a look at what Elchicoeevee's got going on. So we got a nice like level 1 dash. Okay, level 1 dash move. We'll see how the evolution looks. Okay, our next move looks like an area effect move, assuming that's a correct placeholder. Hard to say. This looks like, yeah, like a stomp, like a ground pound kind of stomp. Okay. It's a pretty basic, like, early level kit design. Dash and then like an AoE around you, stomp, that kind of like keeps you in place when you cast it. And we'll see the upgraded moves, the first evolution. Let's take a look at this. All right, so I guess it's a 1 evolution then. And you get what looks like Psycho Kit here. And it looks, again, like an AoE move, so we'll have to see what this actually looks like in execution. Elchicoeevee going to the top lane. So a dash in and a nice little slash. Okay, so dash and slash move. I think this was the move that also increased attack speed for a bit. I already forget kind of like what the passive and everything does, but I mostly just kind of want to get like a grasp of how the kit looks. So dash, and then you have a kind of like the boosted auto looks like it's a bit of a dash as well. Yeah, it's kind of like a trio flurry. Like it's like a mini trio flurry dash and slash kind of thing. It's not really a dash because it's very short range, but you can kind of see it's like a singular step in where you give like a flurry of attacks. So this is a pretty simple move. You just kind of like slash in front of yourself, and then it looks like this is also a dash move. Your secondary move for this evolution or for this Pokemon is like a nice dash move. So yeah, you just kind of like, oh, this is really like very like swordy, fighty kind of style. I like this. I really like all-rounders. It's one of my favorites. So you just kind of like dash and slash in. You get your boosted auto, you slash, and I gotta see what the Unite move looks like, because that's gonna be like a big long range engage, and then you just kind of continue to dance around. It gives me a kind of like Scizor feel, where you just kind of like are dashing in and slashing and like sticking on targets. It gives me a big Scizor vibe, but probably better and probably more damage, because I'm not sure that Pokemon's actually any good these days. But yeah, very, very dashing in and slashing. So, all right, let's take a look at the Unite move. Okay, so you kind of ground target it. Oh my goodness. That like looks super devastating. I wonder what the interaction with that would be with like a energy amplifier. Probably something like a muscle band energy amplifier and like a resonant guard, or muscle band, a resonant guard, and I don't know, some other defensive item, or like a razor claw could be pretty good with this Pokemon. Be interesting. Or a weakness policy, depending on the exact scaling. Weakness policy, attack weight could be really good with this Pokemon. Definitely think with the nature of increased attacks, the muscle band could be really good. And obviously we're taking a look at like some Stomp gameplay. I'm not going to take a look at the whole thing. We're going to go ahead and move on to the other kit. So let's take a look and see what this looks like. So we jump forward. So we have like a interesting, super interesting. I almost want to go back a little bit and see when we first get the moves. This is the first gameplay. Okay, so I guess he just cuts to it as well. So let's see how he does it. He's got this like targeted, okay, that's the Unite move, and he has like a targeted teleport and then like a charge up like 180-degree radius cone. And I know that he gets increased attack speed from both sides of the kit, it looks like. This build looks a little less interesting to me, but the actual like big slash move could be really good for secure. It's hard to say. And I also like that you kind of become untargetable, and this, I'm not sure if it's just this move that has the dot damage in it, but you can see the ticking dot damage. So definitely an interesting one. I will say that I usually tend to have like a kit bias just by watching. I feel like the first kit gives me a bit more of a sense of like of security. Like I just like that kit design. It's simplistic, it seems easy, but this one might have a lot more like nuance to it in terms of like what you can actually accomplish with it and what kind of damage is truly in it. It's really hard to judge the damage whenever you're watching like bot gameplay like this, because you're just kind of stomping around, but really interesting. So friends, not going to watch the whole video, just kind of wanted to give my initial thoughts on Ceruledge. Pokemon seems really interesting. I will say Pokemon Unite loves their all-rounders, and this one definitely seems like a cool design. I really like the Unite move. I think that like gigantic initiate slash is going to be pretty awesome. We'll definitely see what kit kind of comes out on top once, you know, players can get their hands on it. We'll let Chris Heroes do his thing and let us know what he's thinking about it. But yeah, the Unite move looks really cool. It's also not just like a point-and-click sure hit, so that's awesome. Friends, thank you so much for watching. Drop a like on the video and subscribe for future Pokemon Unite content. As always, be sure to be kind of one another. Tell someone you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.